9550. 800-379-9550.
Did you know that when you make time to talk, read, or sing with your child, you're helping to shape and strengthen their brains for the years to come? As a father, helping my child thrive is the most important thing to me. Each of us has the power to create a strong start for our children and to help them enter school ready to learn.
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He ducks it! Lays it up, got it!
Yes!
Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball, right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
We are just underway here. Cedartown basketball in the Big AA, and the Dogs lead it 3-0. On a three-pointer early on, the Dogs playing the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. Dogs looking for a little revenge after their loss early in the season to these Canes. Andrew Carter along with Sam Branch here as we are just underway here in this one. MJ Holiday has it at the top of the key. The pass center, it's Cawthron. Quinlan Cawthron, little jumper off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound goes to the Canes.
As Andrew stated, Cedartown is out to a 3-0 lead. That lead comes off of a three-pointer by MJ Holiday, and Cartersville quickly answers with a three of their own from Montarius Talbert, the sophomore.
3-0 your score. A little bit late getting on today with a few technical issues, but we are here and set to go against the Canes. With 1-1 tie here at the Storm Center. Right side, MJ Holiday. Now it's Ronald Knight. Ronald spins, double team, passes back. MJ Holiday, 15-foot jumper from the right side, doesn't go. It's going to be rebounded by the Canes. Cartersville Purple Hurricanes.
It's going to be number 1, Cam Callahan.
Callahan off the glass with the layup. No good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. It was Billy Darden with the rebound, and now down the floor is Ronald Knight. Ronald Knight corner. Now heads toward the hoop. He might have traveled, and we'll see what the call is.
Looks like they're going to call a foul. Yeah, on Cartersville. It's going to be on number 4. Talbert. That's going to be his first, and of course the first team foul for Cartersville. Starting five for Cedartown quickly: Knight, Holiday, Darden, Holiday, and Cawthron.
Under 6 minutes to play. Jumper underneath is no good off the glass from Billy Darden. The rebound goes to the Canes. Again, this is Cam Callahan, a name we've called out many times when we played this Cartersville team over the years. Loose ball picked back up by the Canes. Number 23 has it for them. That's Luke Gamble. Back to the center. It's Jaden Scott. Scott driving toward the hoop. He'll go in traffic, put it up, and no good. Rebound goes back outside to the Canes. Again, it's Callahan. He'll try three straight away, and he got it. Now Cartersville leads at 6-3.
Callahan is the leading scorer for the Purple Hurricanes, coming in to tonight's game, scoring on average 21 points per game. So as Andrew stated, a name that we've called a lot, and we're probably going to call it a lot tonight as well.
Ronald Knight in traffic had it ripped away in a stolen pass. Cedartown led 3-0, and now 2 3-pointers for the Canes. They are on top 6-3, and now a ball forced out of bounds by the Bulldogs. They'll say it's going to be Cedartown ball as Jordan Johnson will check into the game.
Tace lost it out of bounds for Cartersville, was just rushing and lost the handle on it, and Cedartown capitalized.
6-3 the score. Dogs trail the Canes. MJ Holiday, the senior, goes left side to Xavier Holiday. Now left side, Billy Darden back to Xavier. Now goes to Cawthron. Cawthron back to MJ. Now goes to Billy. Now Quinlan. Quinlan drives, and he'll put up a shot that was partially blocked. Number 23, Luke Gamble, blocked him.
Gamble, one of the big bodies for Cartersville. We're going to have to contest with him all night long.
Romo Pace. 6-3 the score. They go underneath. Cawthron is defending. The jumper will be off the glass, and it's going to go in. It's 8-3 on a 2 from Luke Gamble. As we just mentioned, the height matchup is pretty good there with the freshman Quinlan Cawthron for the Bulldogs. Jordan Johnson to MJ Holiday. Now Xavier Holiday. To the right, they go Billy Darden. Fakes a shot. Now goes Xavier. Three-pointer try from the right wing. It's no good. Too much on it. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Canes, I think. No, they're going to give it to Cartersville, saying it was last touch by the Bulldogs.
Jordan Johnson was going after that rebound, but it looked like, I believe, number 4 got in there for Cartersville and was able to break that up, forcing it out of bounds. But as you said, last touch by Cedartown. Cartersville ball with right at 4 minutes to play here in this first period.
Canes have it just past the Canes logo at the center. They give it to Caden Scott. Now they go outside for a three-pointer. Try bounces off. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. MJ Holiday down the far side. Goes to Xavier now. To the left they go Jordan Johnson. Johnson to the left. Backs away from pressure. Now goes to Cawthron. Cawthron right at the free throw line. He has to lob a pass in the air. It's going to be tipped and stolen by the Canes. Taking it underneath and the layup on the pass and shoot, and it's good. And Cartersville has scored 10 unanswered points since the Bulldogs led 3-0. And a timeout quickly called by Benji Frazier. We'll take it with them. It's Cartersville 10, Cedartown 3. We'll be back after this.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
We are back as the Bulldogs had an inbounds pass coming, and the whistle was blown right as we were throwing it in. I wonder if it might have been knocked away or they might have just reset things. The Dogs will try it as Cartersville is pressing. They get it into Billy Darden. They'll go backwards to MJ Holiday. He gets double-teamed immediately, and he'll be fouled. A trip. See who they get. They get Callahan. Cam Callahan on his first person.
We'll take it. Absolutely. Already, Cartersville playing very aggressive on both ends of the court.
As we figured they would. And he goes to Xavier Holiday. He'll bring it down the floor. Here at the Storm Center. Way back when we used to be in the same region with these guys, we came here quite a bit throughout the years. MJ Holiday, jumper, contact, but it's good. First points for the Bulldogs since early in this quarter. And it's now a 5-point game, 10-5 to score. And now we got a whistle and a stoppage of play.
That was knocked out of bounds, last touch by Jordan Johnson. He'll take a moment to tie his shoe, and it'll stay with Cartersville with about 3:10 left on the clock. 5-10 is your score. Dogs trail here early in this first.
They'll bounce a pass in. They get it in at number 23, Luke Gamble. 3 minutes to go. Driving hoop, jump. It's up. They missed a travel. It's no good. The Cartersville Canes get the rebound. Mario Maldonado, there's a steal away. And now a stolen pass. They get it right back. They go ahead to the to the left side of the basket to Caden Scott. Now they step back to the outside. Jamari Bryce. Bryce goes to the right, goes to Pace. Romo Pace again had it. Pace has it back again on the right wing. Now he'll go to the right corner. Give now to Gamble. Gamble. Pass back to the outside. Right now playing a little game of keep away. MJ Holiday guarding him. They feed now to Caden Scott. Knocks loose, and we got a quick foul called. We'll see who they get. I believe they got the Canes on that foul. Number 10. No.
I believe it was number 11 Caden
yes.
Scott, which could have potentially saved Cartersville from giving up some points to Cedartown. Jordan Johnson potentially could have had a breakaway there for an easy 2, but nevertheless, Cedartown will get it just on the other side of half court to MJ Holiday, excuse me.
Now Jordan Johnson has it. Goes left side. Stolen. Jumper is going to be no good. Rebound by the Canes. Now the rebound goes to Cedartown. Mario Maldonado. He's in trouble, and he's going to get fouled by the Canes. Also in the game now is number 5, DJ Watley.
You got number 0, Bryce, there on the foul. We put Maldonado in there, got a big body in there to do exactly that, to get us some rebounds, and that's what he did. That's what we need to do, take advantage of these opportunities, because Cartersville is not going to give you many of them.
And it's very tough to win in this place here. It's always a hostile environment. Jordan Johnson takes it, wheel route to the hoop, up and in. 10-7, a 3-point game. Once again, the Bulldogs have caught back up. So after that, the Dogs have gone on a run of their own. They trailed 10-3, and they've scored 5 straight. Check that, 4 straight. Jumper, right baseline, a block, a clean block, and picked back up by the Bulldogs.
Jordan Johnson with a heck of a defensive play under the basket there, saves 2 for the Dogs, and now a 3-pointer on the way from Holiday is good. And Andrew Carter, just like that, we've got a tie ball game, 10-10.
The senior coming up big there One senior coming up big for the Bulldogs on defense. Then MJ Holiday finishes it with a 3, and that was beautiful. 1:10 to play, a 10-10 tie. Right side, Talbert. Stolen by MJ Holiday, but he stepped out of bounds.
He tiptoed that line on the far side and just got a toe over, and that's going to turn it over. A opportunity there for Cedartown to reclaim the lead after jumping out to a 3-0 lead to start this game. They've trailed ever since, but now we've got a tie game with right at 1:06 left to play here in this first period. Dogs looking to break a streak. They are actually 0 for 4 away from Cedartown. Now, that does not include the neutral sites from the Haralson County tournament games. Cartersville on a 2-game losing streak, looking to pick up a win to snap that streak here at home.
Right in the middle of the floor, they inbounds it, and it's going to be ripped. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with Cartersville, but MJ Holiday was right there. He just reached his hand where the basketball was and just tried to pull it away from him.
Well, when you see that Cartersville is going to come out and they're going to play aggressive, you have to match that aggressiveness, and MJ was right there to do it.
Kane's going to get it inbounds. They do a pass. It was kind of a fake shot, and they are able to get the pass off to Callahan. Cam Callahan will try a fadeaway 3 downtown and got it. Impressive.
Good-looking shot from that young man right there.
It's Trey Young land right there. 38 seconds to play in the first. 13-10 lead for the Canes. MJ Holiday, he'll try a 3 from downtown, and he got it. 13-13.
He answered that with a beautiful 3 from straightaway center of his own, and we've got a tie ball game as we are just under 30 seconds to play.
Romo pace. Pass goes to Cam Callahan. Who will have the lead, or will we stay tied at the end of the first period? We'll see here in a moment. Jaden Scott, they pass back to the left side. Trying to play a game, keep away, maybe hold off for a last-second shot. That ball's tipped out of bounds by the Dogs, and Cartersville will have an inbounds pass with about 6 seconds to go.
Jordan Johnson playing tough defense for Cedartown. And it'll go right back to Cartersville.
He bounced one in there, number 23, Luke Gamble. 5 seconds to go now. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and there's a bad pass. That's going to be lost out of bounds. Less than a second on the clock. Dogs will have it back. They'll probably just inbounds it and let the buzzer go.
You'd have to almost do an immediate catch and release, and that's going to be a long shot. And wisely, MJ Holiday will put that one in his pocket. We'll end the first period tied, 13-13. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball right here on the home of the Dogs, WGAA, the Big AA.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Just underway here in the second. Dogs have it with a 13-all tie. Mario Maldonado goes right side. Jordan Johnson heads to the hoop, puts up a shot, draws contact, and a foul called on the Canes.
We're going to get number 4. Montarius Talbert, and by my calculations, that's just his first. But one thing that we talked about during the break there, no fouls for Cedartown in that first period. You want to save those as much as you can. Jordan Johnson going to the line, and his first one is in and out, no good. Johnson looking to draw first blood here in this second period for the Dogs and give them a lead that they have not had since the opening seconds there.
Second shot is no good, and the Cartersville Canes get the rebound. That's one thing the Bulldogs would love to find some better success at is from the free throw line. I mean, those are free shots, and now Cartersville's going to get a turnover for a double dribble. They originally called palming the ball, then he changed the call to a double dribble. Either way, it's a turnover.
He got paced right there in front of the scorer's bench, and Cedartown will take over right at half court with MJ Holiday.
MJ right over the Hurricane logo, goes to Xavier. That's tipped away and a stolen pass, and they could have gotten a travel there, but they don't, and it's going to be up and in, and the Canes take the lead back 15-13. I believe that was Scott who got that shot there for Cartersville, and Xavier Holiday will bring it down the floor. Go to the right side to Ronald Knight. Knight stops. He traveled. Yes, sir, he did.
Those costly mistakes, you cannot have those, especially against a team as good as Cartersville, because they will make you pay for those.
They will indeed. Ronald comes out of the game as Billy Darden checks back in. A minute into the second period, and the Cartersville Canes lead at 15-13. He'll try a three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Mario Maldonado, and he had it ripped away, and a steal to the right side. He'll try it again for three, and it's going to be no good. That's going to roll off the top of the glass, and it'll be an automatic turnover to Cedartown.
Bryce was there for the steal, get it away from Maldonado, passed it out to Callahan, who fired from beyond the arc and missed that time, although he already has two from beyond the arc so far.
Holiday will try a 15-foot jumper. That went in, and we're tied again, 15-15. MJ Holiday is just so good for those kind of shots. Resetting quickly, Callahan underneath, no good, a foul called. I beg your pardon, that was Luke Gamble, and that's the first foul called on Cedartown in this game.
And that is going to be a shooting foul on Mario Maldonado, so that will send Luke Gamble to the free throw line, who has 2 points on the night so far.
First free throw up and no good. Too hot to handle on that free throw.
Maldonado will check out, and Quinlan Cothran for the Dogs will check in.
Even with some of the struggles the Bulldogs have had, we lost that region game earlier in the week. That one is up and that one rolls in, and Cartersville back on top by 16-15. But the Bulldogs are starting to find their identity, and this is the right time to do it. MJ Holiday had a guy holding his hand as he went underneath. Rebound by Cothran. Cothran, we got a jump ball. Possession arrow should be with the Dogs. No, it's going to go back to the Canes. Dogs have possession arrow. Canes had possession arrow last time.
Well, and as you said, as MJ went up for that shot, a bad no call on the officials there. They were holding hands and walking down the aisle, and no one still saw it.
Jordan Johnson bats a pass away, and it's going to go out of bounds right close to mid-court. Canes will have an inbounds pass coming. 6:07 to play. First half here at the Storm Center. Canes on top, 16-15. It's Jamari Bryce. 0 goes left side. Go back, almost a bad pass, though. Got to get it to Luke Gamble. Now to the right side, goes underneath. Layup is going to be no good, and a foul called on the Dogs.
I believe they're going to get MJ Holiday there. No, they're going to get Xavier, excuse me. Going to get him on the push, and that will send Bryce to the free throw line. This is his first trip to the stripe tonight.
The second team foul for the Bulldogs in the period. On the second team foul for the Bulldogs in this game. First free throw is no good. Rolls off to the left and off of the rim. No good. Dogs wearing their new red jerseys this year, and I love them. Second free throw is up, and that one does go, and the Dogs lead by a full shot, 17-15.
They are nice. Red jerseys trimmed in black with white numbers. Cartersville wearing their all-white jerseys trimmed in purple with gold numbers.
Cothran, he'll put up a jump shot. No good. Rebound to be taken by the Canes.
Right beyond the free throw line. It just could not get that one to go as Cartersville's number 12 came down with it for the rebound. Number 11, Caden Scott.
Ball knocked loose, picked up by Cedartown. It's MJ Holiday with it. He'll try to does a 360 spin to get around the defender. Free throw line. Jumper is good. And we're tied again, 17-17. MJ with the moves.
That's MJ's 15th point of the night. And outside of a little bit of help from Jordan Johnson, he is leading this scoring effort for the Dogs.
Gamble has it now. Goes to the left. It's Caden Scott now to the left end. Almost threw it away to Bryce. He'll try a long three straight away. That went in.
Man, that was a long three. That one was basically from Taylorsville.
Straight away there from number 3 for them, Jaden Scott, and a timeout called by Cedartown. A full 60-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Cedartown basketball is here on the Big AA, 20-17. Cartersville on top.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Xavier Holiday gets the inbounds pass as we are back underway. Cartersville retakes the lead 20-17 on a three-pointer from the C and Canes in the middle of the floor. Jordan Johnson bounced one, got it to Billy Darden on the left end. Now Xavier puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound by the Canes.
Heads up play by Billy on that one. They were trying to get it underneath the Cochran, and it bounced off the foot of a Purple Hurricane.
15-foot jumper straight away is good. For the Canes, number 23, Luke Gamble, the second. 22-17 the score. And he was in traffic too, so it was pretty impressive shot. Jordan Johnson, now goes Billy Darden center. He backed up, now goes to MJ Holiday. That's up and in. MJ Holiday is Mr. Offense tonight.
17 points of the 19 that the Bulldogs have scored have come from MJ Holiday. A long three on the way from Cartersville's number 5, Romo Pace, is good, and just like that, the Purple Hurricanes answer.
Cartersville is killing the Bulldogs from three-point land. Xavier Holiday goes around to the left side. Now he'll drive. He'll put up the fadeaway. That's good off the glass, and it's now 25-21, and Cartersville quickly down the floor. Bryce, top of the key, pushed MJ down, almost had the steal. Spins around, shot no good, rejected there by Cothran. Billy Darden gets the board. They go ahead to MJ Holiday. Holiday gets around a defender, stops. 15-foot jumper is no good. He'll get fouled, and MJ will go to the line for his first trip at the free throw line this evening.
They're going to get number 0, Jamari Bryce, and that's going to be his second of the night. And as you said, Holiday will go to the free throw line. This is his first trip. First shot on the way from MJ is good.
25-22. DJ Watley comes in, as well as number 4,
so
Tony
far,
Ware.
Both teams have maintained relatively good foul numbers. Cedartown with 2 fouls here in this second, as well as Cartersville, as MJ Holiday connects on his second free throw, and it's 25-23, Dogs down by 2.
Canes have it. They'll try a long three, and that's going to be no good. Bounced over the backboard and should have been an automatic turnover anyway. And Cartersville was trying to bounce it off a Cedartown defender, but he didn't have contact with the defender. They're going to call out of bounds. Cedartown will get the ball back anyway. Here comes MJ Holiday, 25-23, Dogs down by 2. MJ has a guy around him. Now he'll head to the hoop, back it up. Now put up the 15-footer. Got it to go. He is almost automatic from that angle.
He just cannot miss tonight so far, and we need that to continue. 3 on the way from Cartersville is off the rim, no good.
Rebound taken by the Canes. He'll check for another 3, and that's going to be no good. Rebound by MJ Holiday.
They are not afraid to shoot the three-pointer.
MJ bumped into a defender, and it's going to be ripped out of bounds off of Cartersville. Dogs ball, but MJ should have been MJ was bumped into, should have been a foul on the Canes. The ref was there and didn't see it.
Yeah, Pace gave him a little chest bump. No foul called, but it rolled out of bounds, and it will stay Cedartown ball as number 1, Ronald Knight, checks in for the Dogs.
And DJ Watley will take a seat.
Cartersville playing tough defense right here with the tie ball game, 25-25.
It's Jordan Johnson center. Jordan Johnson, jump ball. Possession arrow should be with the Dogs. And it will be.
Tony Ware has also checked into the ball game for Cedartown.
Heck of a defensive play there by the Canes. They get it inbounds to Ronald Knight. Ronald gives now to Cothran. Cothran puts up the jumper. It's well short. Rebound by MJ Holiday underneath. He'll bring it back outside beyond the arc. MJ backs away. He'll pass to the right side, goes to Ronald Knight. Ronald splits 2 defenders, and it gets ripped out of his hands. Little ball control and stolen by the Bulldogs. MJ Holiday picks up a loose ball, gets around a defender, Feeds out here. Here's Jordan Johnson. Jordan gets around a defender himself, puts it up, no good. Rebound goes to the Canes off of a deflection. He'll take it, lay it up. It is no good. Rebound by Cartersville. He's got 2 defenders on top. Ball's still on the ground. Jumper is going to be no good. Rebound goes to Tony Ware for the Bulldogs.
Pace had 2 shots at it. He got his own rebound, but he wasn't able to connect on either one. Cedartown comes away with it. Still tie ball game as we turn it over.
Tried to go underneath to Cawthorn. The pass was too high. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds. Cedartown basketball. Last touch by the Canes.
And you can see that both teams are rushing a little bit, which is resulting in some sloppy play on both sides. I imagine this was a good time, thankfully, for the Dogs. Luckily that the ball went out of bounds. That way we can slow things down, reset just a little bit, and play our game. Not be forced into playing this aggressive, fast-paced style that Cartersville is trying to push on us.
The Dogs can do that as good as anybody, too. Xavier Holiday has it, tied 25-25. Xavier, jumper, no good. Rolls in and out. Cartersville with a rebound. Number 1, Cam Callahan. Guarded by Xavier. Xavier trying to get the ball, a strip away, and he was able to get away from it. Callahan, he'll pass back to the center. Goes number 2, Matheson. Now back again to Callahan. Callahan, three-pointer try straight away. Good. Goodness gracious. 28-25.
He's hit from 3 from beyond the arc. All of his points so far tonight have come from three-point land.
And that was, again, he had a defender right in front. He still got it to go. Xavier Holiday has it now for the Dogs. Now goes Tony Ware. Wide open 3 from straight away. It's good. Tied again, 28 all. Under a minute to play before halftime.
These Dogs are absolutely hanging with Cartersville. 28-28.
Jaden Scott goes right baseline to Talbert. Talbert driving, backs away. 2 defenders in front. He'll have to spin, go outside, tipped away. It's going to be recovered, though, by Callahan.
Jordan Johnson got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Xavier Holiday will get called for a push. First foul, I believe, on him.
Second, actually.
Second
on Xavier. Only the 3rd team foul for Cedartown in this period. With 43 seconds to play, it's a tie ball game, and Cartersville will inbound it right at the half-court line. Xavier will check out, and Ronald Knight will check in.
And the inbounds pass goes in to Jaden Scott. 36 seconds to play before halftime. 28 tie. Cartersville hoping to send their team to the locker room with a lead here, but the Bulldogs would have something to say about it. He's just going to stand there and just drain this clock out. MJ is not attacking.
Well, at this point, I think that's a good play where it's a tie ball game. You're approaching 15 seconds to play. Nobody's in foul trouble. Don't get in foul trouble in the first half. Save that so that you can play a little bit aggressively in the second half.
5 seconds to go. That's knocked away. Who's going to get to it? Cedartown does. Loose ball still. 1 second to go. Cartersville picks it up. Three-pointer try at the buzzer is no. Woo! It almost went in. They waved that off.
Hit the top of the backboard.
Hit the top of the backboard, and that's the end of the first half, and we are all tied up 28-28. What a first half it has been, folks. And we're going to take a break and come back. Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball is here on the Big AA. 1340, 106.1 FM. YouTube, Facebook Live, and the NFHS Network. We return after this 2-minute break on the Big AA.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome. And even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Well, one half could not decide this thing. 28-all the score. And it's been one answer after another for the Cedartown Bulldogs and the Cartersville Canes. A three-pointer, and then the Dogs were down pretty big there in the second quarter, but they fight right back, and now it's tied up 28-all. And it's been a very evenly played game. For the most part, a clean game. Not a lot of fouls by either side, especially for Cedartown. That first quarter, Bulldogs had no offensive or defensive fouls.
They didn't. A clean played ball game pretty much on both sides, as you said. Bryce for the Hurricanes is really the only one that's in foul trouble right now. He has 2. Xavier Holiday has 2 as well, but that's kind of almost what you expect with Xavier. He likes to play a little bit aggressively, but as we said, right before halftime there, if you limit the number of fouls you have there in the first half, you're able to play a little more aggressively in the second half. If you need to, defensively, you're able to guard a little tighter. You're able to do some things that normally you wouldn't be able to. But offensively, MJ Holiday has been the workhorse for the Dogs in this first half. He has 20 of the 28 points scored by Cedartown, and several of those coming from beyond the arc. He's hit 3 3-pointers tonight. He's 100% from the free throw line and just playing lights out right now, and that's exactly what Cedartown needs to continue in the second half. I'll be interested to see, though, who else can get it going. Can Jordan Johnson get things going? He has 2 points on the night. Can Billy Darden get things going? Can Xavier get things going? What about Ronald Knight? You kind of look for those other pieces. You know MJ is going to be good.
Yeah, that's kind of a given. And I think, one of the things we're seeing with MJ Holiday, you go back to, our game earlier in the week when the Bulldogs played, who did they play on Tuesday? It was
Northwest Whitfield.
Yes, that was ages ago, it seems like. Yeah, Northwest Whitfield, and MJ Holiday had over 20 points in that game, but the Dogs lost. And it was because MJ had a really good game, but some of the other guys didn't. And there were a lot of turnovers, a lot of sloppy play that the Bulldogs allowed. In this game, there's not really been that. I mean, Cartersville has earned everything they have scored, so have the Bulldogs. So I think in the second half, Sam, they're going to have to the Dogs are going to have to kind of up the defensive pressure a little bit, force a few more turnovers, and most importantly, with those turnovers, turn them into points.
I agree. Callahan is the leading scorer coming into tonight for Cartersville, and he's scoring an average of 21 points per game so far. He's only scored 9. Now, all of those, of course, been 3-pointers from beyond the arc. The second leading scorer for Cartersville is Pace. He comes in tonight with an average of about 14.5 points per game. We've held him to 3. That being said, though, at some point, those two are going to get hot.
Of course.
So Cedartown, I feel like coming out of this halftime, they'll need to play aggressive defense. They'll need to force some shots. They'll need to force some turnovers. They'll need to play a little bit closer. But I have been happy with our rebounding. That's something that I feel like that we have struggled with earlier in the season, and that has started to kind of fix itself, I believe, with some big plays by the big guys, Mario Maldonado, Jordan Johnson, and of course Quinlan Cawthorn, another big body in there grabbing those rebounds.
And I think having Quinlan Cawthorn in there as a starter has really been a big difference maker for the Bulldogs with the rebounding because, he's our tallest guy out there. He's only a freshman too. Don't forget, so he's still got some growing into to finish as we go throughout the rest of this year, or rest of his high school career rather. Mario Maldonado is a little shorter, but he's
a wider frame.
Wider frame. For
wider
sure.
frame, yeah.
So he uses those uses that frame to kind of to be that force underneath, to force turnovers, rebounding, and all that kind of thing. The Bulldogs are out there practicing their free throws and their jump shots and from beyond the arc as well. I think the Bulldogs have done a good job with their shooting. They're having of bad decision making with shooting. And just watching MJ Holiday, though, it seems like everything he puts up goes in. I think his percentage, shooting percentage, has got to be the highest out there for anybody with attempts. And he's having himself a great senior year and is continuing to have another one. He's hot right now. As we mentioned before, he had over 20 points in the game earlier in the week against Northwest Whitfield. And right now he's got 20 points plus in this game, and we're only at halftime. So MJ Holiday needs to stay hot, but MJ is going to be public enemy number one for the Canes. They're going to focus in on him and try to, force turnovers away from him and maybe box him out, keep him away from the basket. But the thing is, though, if you block him from three, he'll just get around you with a good defensive move, go underneath and lay it up and in.
Well, and we saw that earlier. There were several times where he looked like he was going to pull up for a three. They came after him, and he just, basically went around him and was able to take it to the basket. But I think it's very important. Second half, a couple of things for the Dogs to do. We've hit on it, but really, if you want to put some bullet points on it, number one, I think we're going to have to play aggressive defense. We're not in foul trouble. We've got a couple of fouls to burn. We need to play a little bit more aggressive defense, force some bad shots from Cartersville, force some turnovers, but then capitalize on those bad shots, capitalize on those turnovers. I think we need to continue, though, to try to stay out of foul trouble. That way we can keep that style of defense up. I think number three, though, the biggest thing, in my opinion, Andrew, MJ's great, but we got to have some help. We've got to have a supporting cast. We need Jordan Johnson to get hot. We need, Tony Ware. We need Billy Darden. We need some of these guys that traditionally add to the scoring effort for Cedartown to start, really getting hot here in this second half, because I promise you, at some point, Cam Callahan and Romo Pace for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes are going to come out swinging. And so we need to be able to be able to run with those guys. But I think we're in a good position. 28-28 coming out of halftime. Hey, guys, it's a whole new ball game. It's 0-0. Go out there and just absolutely give it everything that you've got. Play tough defense. Take advantage of good shots and opportunities. Take advantages of mistakes that Cartersville creates and just play good, clean basketball.
And I think that's what we're going to have in store here in the second half here as we're about to start period number 3 here in just a moment. Andrew Carter, Sam Branch here from the Storm Center. It's Cartersville's gymnasium, a really nice facility here. And a good crowd on hand as well for both Cedartown and Cartersville fans.
What I was about to say, this is, according to Max Preps now, I'm sure theirs is pretty accurate. It looks that way, but this would be Cartersville's only their third home game of the season. They're 1-1 here at the Storm Center this year so far, so they're looking to pick up their second home win. Cedartown looking to pick up their first official away win. Now, they did win some games, of course, at Haralson County, at the Haralson County tournament. However, that's considered a neutral site, according to Max Preps, if you want to kind of view things the way that they do. So Cedartown 0-4 on the road. They come in with a 4-6 record. Cartersville comes in tonight with a 6-4 record. And Cedartown, of course, this is a non-region matchup, but they are 2-2 in region play as we start the second half.
Canes have the inbounds pass. They'll start with the possession. To the left they go. It's Jaden Scott. Switch ends of the court as well. Romo Pace is one of the guys you mentioned could be a key for the Canes. Callahan passes underneath. It's stolen away by the Bulldogs. As we mentioned, big defense for Cedartown. They go underneath, though, but a bad pass, and it's going to be turned over. And Another loose ball again, but Gamble gets it back to go outside. Wide open for the three. He had like 2 seconds to set for it. It's no good. Rebound will be forced out of bounds, and who's going to have the possession? It looks like it's going to go back to the Dogs.
As you said, we had that opportunity. We created the first turnover, and we needed to take advantage of it, but we didn't. A lazy pass from N.J. Holiday underneath to Ronald Knight, who really didn't get up on his horse and go after that one, and it resulted in no points. But fortunately for Cedartown, we'll get the ball back, still tied 28-all.
Ronald Knight outside at Xavier Holiday. Now he'll drive. Floater is no good. It rings out, and the rebound taken by the Canes. Loose ball. Callahan picks it up. Top of the key, goes left, now spins around, puts up the fadeaway jumper. It's no good. Rebound will be taken by the Bulldogs. Cawthorn. Billy Dard might have also had a hand on it. Now it's Ronald Knight double-teamed. Ball's partially deflected. Get it over here to Xavier Holiday, and he'll get fouled.
Yes, he will. He'll get a trip to the free throw line as they're going to get number 4, Talbert. That's going to be his second of the night, and this will be Xavier's first trip to the free throw line. He has 2 points already. Looking to add to that.
Chance to give the Bulldogs the lead here with 1 or 2 made free throws. First one up and no good. Free throw shooting is something the Dogs have got to improve upon if they want to make a run in region play starting next week. Second free throw is up. That one is also no good. The rebound taken by Cartersville, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Canes. Cedartown. Like they may change the call, though.
And it looks like they will. It's going to stay, or it's going to go to Cartersville.
I could have sworn it was last touched by Cartersville.
Well, it looked like it was. However, one of the officials, I think, was going to call it that way, and the other overruled. So it'll be Cartersville ball, though, as we approach 6:30 to play here in the third period, 28-all.
Romo pace. Goes now to Callahan. Callahan guarded by Xavier. Callahan will pass it back to Scott. Scott lost the handle for a moment. Bad pass deflected, and back outside. Wide open is Romo Pace for 3, and it's good.
He was wide open on that one, Andrew, as you said, and that's because there was a loose ball, and 3 Dogs converged on the loose ball, which led Pace to be completely wide open for that shot from downtown.
Xavier Holiday spinning around, spinning again. Try to go underneath. Ronald Knight out of bounds.
Again, trying to force something that just was not there. And it'll go back to Cartersville as they lead 31-28.
6:02 to play here in the third. Another three-pointer for Cartersville. That's their game. Although they can do it underneath, too. Rice goes to Callahan, rather to Gamble, who's one of those guys who can do it underneath. That's shot blocked by the Bulldogs. It was Jordan Johnson. Jordan takes it. Paint, layup, good, in the foul.
I would consider that more of just a pickpocket. Let me steal that one from you. He takes it all the way coast to coast, lays it in, and now a chance for a three-point play to get this back to a tie as Jordan Johnson will head to the free throw line for his second trip tonight.
Chance to tie it up on this and one. It's no good. Rebound will be taken by the Canes. We got a foul called on Jordan Johnson on a bump.
That's going to be his first of the night. And as you said, free throw shooting. Jordan is now 0 for 3 from the line, and we really needed him to make that last one to tie it up. But nevertheless, the Dogs trail 31-30.
5:39 to play in the third. 1 point lead for Cartersville. Cam Callahan goes to the left side. Three-pointer try from over there is good. 34-30, 4-point lead now for the Canes.
That's Callahan's 4th from beyond the arc tonight, 10th overall for Cartersville.
Xavier Holiday got the pass from MJ. Now MJ has it again. Dogs bounced one over here. Bad. They tried to bounce a pass and turned over to the Canes. Here comes Callahan. He'll get fouled. As he was going up for a shot, he'll have 2 at the line.
They're going to get number 3, Billy Darden. That's going to be his first. And as you said, it'll send
looks like it'll send
Bryce there to the free throw line. That's going to be his second trip of the night. He's 2 for 2. No, excuse me, 1 for 2. Can't even read my own handwriting there.
Free throw is up, and it's good. The Canes lead at 35-30.
right at 5 minutes to play here in this third period.
Canes subbing out a few of their personnel. Second free throw is also good. 36-30. The Dogs will bring it in. Jordan Johnson, past half court, top of the key. He'll head outside. Xavier Holiday wide open for three, and it is good. Much needed for the Bulldogs. Xavier Holiday with his first from beyond the arc tonight.
3-point game, 36-33 with just under 5 minutes to play.
Here's Gamble, left side. Gamble drives. Paint, put it up. It is good, and the foul. So they respond right back with a two and a chance to make it a three-point play.
We're going to get Mario Maldonado. That's going to be his second. And that's going to send Gamble to the free throw line for the second time tonight. He is 1 for 2 so far. And we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball right here on the home of the Bulldogs, WGAA, the Big AA.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. And that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
And one is up. It's no good. Shocker there. And the rebound taken by Cartersville. So they've got the ball back as we're back into action here. Romo Pace drives, paint, jumper, rolls in. And now it's 40-33.
That one just crawled in, and all of a sudden Cedartown finds himself in a 7-point deficit.
Jordan Johnson from beyond the arc. He'll have to pass. He gets it to Maldonado, and Maldonado gets fouled. They're going to get Luke Gamble the second on that one.
Luke Gamble the second commits only his first personal foul, and that's going to be the third team foul on Cartersville here in this third period as Cedartown inbounds.
Quickly in there to Jordan Johnson, up at no good, and he got fouled immediately.
That's going to be Bryce's third, and it's going to send Jordan Johnson to the free throw line. This will be his third trip of the night.
Looking for his first make.
He's 0 for 3 so far. 40-33 is your score. We were tied 28 all coming out of halftime, and the Purple Hurricanes have jumped out to a 7-point lead as Johnson cannot connect on his first free throw attempt.
It looked like it was going to go in, and then it just rolled off the back and then back out.
Talbert checks in for Cartersville.
Now Jordan with his second attempt. 4:17 to play. It's up, and it is good. His first make makes it a 6-point lead for Cartersville, 40-34. Cam Callahan spinning around to coverage. Spins again, puts up the jumper, short, rebound tipped up, and still loose, recovered by the Bulldogs. It'll be Xavier Holiday. Xavier will drive all the way. Had the shot partially blocked. He was out of bounds. Recovered there by Jordan Johnson on the loose pass. Jordan takes it around outside. Ronald Knight for the three. It is no good. Rebound by Jordan in the paint. Spins back around. Little fadeaway jumper. No good. Rebound by Cartersville. It was Gamble who got the board. Dogs had numerous opportunities and couldn't let it go. Here comes Callahan. Callahan on the floor, recovered by the Bulldogs. Great play there by Jordan Johnson. Gets it to Xavier Holiday. Stops, gives it to Maldonado, up and good. Mario puts it up and in. 4-point game.
And that's exactly what you have to do, is take advantage of those opportunities when they come, and that was a turnover forced by Xavier Holiday. Loose ball picked up by Jordan Johnson. Maldonado finished it for the Dogs on the other end.
Romo Pace drives. Pace puts up the shot. Good off the glass. And we had a guy down on the floor after that. No charge call. There had been no offensive fouls called this whole game. Xavier Holiday past half court. 42-36. Xavier lost his footing for a moment. Recovers. Goes over here to Jordan Johnson. Thought about a three, and he gets covered up pretty quick. And he's still covered, and they're going to call a foul there on Cartersville on a reach-in.
Xavier might have lost his footing, but not nearly as bad as Cam Callahan did. He put him just about on his face.
42-36.
Cartersville kind of approaching that danger bonus area. They have 5 team fouls with just under 3 minutes to play And it's 42-36, as you said, Andrew. So it looks like the next time a foul is called, Cedartown will be going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 situation at the very least.
MJ Holiday gets the pass in. He'll go all the way, lay it up. Good in the.
They're
going to call a charge.
My goodness.
That is junk, folks. That is junk. He did not lean into that. Maybe he set his feet, but my goodness gracious. In the action of laying it up, and that's the first offensive foul called tonight. Cedartown fans are beside themselves. 6-point lead for the Canes. 42-36. Sold away by the Bulldogs. It's Johnson. Johnson spins. Jumper is no good, and a foul.
Looks like they're going to get number 22, Chapman. That's going to be his first. And Jordan Johnson will go to the free throw line for now the fourth time tonight.
Well, we need to make up for that charge that eliminated a beautiful layup there from MJ Holiday a moment ago. See if Jordan can make up for those two. The senior sets, puts it up in the air, and he got it. 42-37. His first is good. 2:31 to play in the third period. Jordan's second is up. It's good. 42-38.
After missing his first 4 free throw attempts, he has made his last 3 in a row.
Dogs press on the inbounds pass, but immediately retreat to defend the other end as soon as it was passed in. Romo Pace handed it off.
Man, Xavier Holiday is playing tough defense for the Dogs.
Callahan gets around MJ. He'll put up a 15-foot jumper, wide open and good. 44-38.
The problem there is Callahan just spun away from the pressure and was able to take a wide open shot as that ball's knocked away by Cartersville, and it'll stay Cedartown ball.
Very close to a turnover.
And Xavier's playing tough defense, and it's not steals that he's making. It's just simple, small moves that make the ball handler make adjustments that he's not used to that's causing problems.
You're right.
You don't have to steal it every time to play good defense.
And he goes to MJ Holiday. Lost handle for a moment, regains, puts up the jumper. Good! MJ Holiday is good from that angle. 44-40, 4-point game again.
His first basket of the third period comes with just under 2 minutes to play, and the Dogs trail by 4.
Spinning around.
Again, Xavier playing tough defense against Callahan. Callahan, long 3, and again, he hit that one from Taylorsville.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, I thought there was an illegal screen over there, and now they're going to call that, and it's going to be a turnover back to Cartersville. It's a foul call.
They're going to get Jordan Johnson, and he's pleading his case with the official, and he doesn't need to do too much of that. Because that gentleman right there, I promise, he will tee you up in a heartbeat. It'll be like he's getting ready to tee off from the number 1 tee box at Augusta.
Team foul number 5 on the Bulldogs. One more, and it's bonus time. And it goes to Cam Callahan. Callahan passes. Get it to Romo Pace. 47-40 is the score.
Under a minute and a half to play here in this third period. Dogs trail.
Now it's Cam Callahan. Callahan backs away. Long three-pointer try, short. Rebound will be taken by Cartersville. Putback is good.
That was number 11, Caden Scott. That's his first basket of the night. And it extends the lead to 9.
Xavier Holiday, top of the key, backs away. Tries to get around, goes to Ronald Knight, lost the handle for a moment. Knight back goes to Cothran. Cothran now to Xavier on the right side. Xavier dribbles around. Baseline shot is no good. Rebound by Cartersville's number 1, Cam Callahan. Don't leave him open for 3. He'll kill you. Callahan drives, backs it away. Now a pass back outside. Here's a three-pointer from straight away, and it's good.
The big man hits from downtown, and it's now 52-40.
That big man is the senior Luke Gamble.
Cartersville has really opened this one wide open here in the final minutes of the third period.
Xavier Holiday to Ronald Knight. Now MJ has it. 18 seconds to go. They're on top of MJ. Backs away. Long 3, MJ. Short. Rebound by Cartersville's number 11, Caden Scott. Probably the worst shot that MJ's had tonight. 6 seconds to play. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Ball knocked loose, recovered, 2 seconds, 1. Callahan, three-pointer is well short. That'll be it for the third. But a big third for Cartersville as they lead it now 52-40 over the Bulldogs. Fourth period coming up after this 60-second break.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Final frame, Dogs down big, 52 to the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes.
Dogs. Big third period there by Cartersville. Stretch this one out to a 12-point lead for them.
Get it inbounds. Xavier Holiday. Xavier bounces. Ronald Knight. They pretty much have most of the starters back in there with the exception of Tony Ware. MJ Holiday driving. Three guys in front of him. It goes up and in the foul. How did he make that one go? 52-42. MJ Holiday with three defenders on top of him somehow found the basket. I don't even know if he could see where he was shooting it. But he'll have an and one coming up. Will Holiday. Billy Darden's going to check into the game for Tony Ware. 52-42. It's up and good. It's a 9-point game, 52-43. So far, a good start for the Bulldogs, offensively speaking.
MJ continues to be hot for Cedartown. Has the hot hand, and we need him to keep it going.
Scott Callahan knocked loose for a moment. Bryce. Very. They're going to call that. I think they got the 5 seconds on him. It will be a turnover to the Bulldogs.
We'll take it, but we need to capitalize here.
MJ Holiday gets the inbounds pass. He hasn't stopped his motion yet. Knocked out of bounds, and it will be Dogs ball.
That was close. That almost looked like it came off with the foot of MJ, but we will definitely take that one.
Jordan Johnson's in the game now. He's looking, gets it in to Billy Darden on the left wing. Now give it to Cawthorn. Here's Johnson again. Jumper is short. Rebound by Cawthorn. He'll back up. He'll put up the shot. No good. Rebound by Gamble. And he'll give backwards to Scott. Check that. Romo pace. 52-43. Dogs trail it by 9 here in the fourth period. Just under 7 to play. Back to the top of the key goes Jaden Scott. Now to the left again, Pace. Almost had it tipped away. MJ Holiday almost had a loose ball recovery. Got it over to Scott. Now back to the center. Goes to Cam Callahan. Long three, good. I mean, he's just automatic just about.
That's his sixth from beyond the arc, and they're going to get a foul on the floor. It's going to be on, I believe, number 3, which is Jaden Scott, and it is. That's his first of the evening. Luckily, though, the good news is out of all of that, Cartersville quickly has 2 team fouls. However, with the history of Cedartown's free throw shooting so far, I don't think they're too worried about sending us to the line in a bonus situation as we have a timeout on the floor. It is 55-43. Dogs trail here in this fourth period.
6:31 to go. In this one, it was a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Bulldogs have a couple of games next week. Now the timeout, the red and black, hoping for a positive result here in this possession. Jordan Johnson will do the chores, and it goes to Ronald Knight, immediately covered up, and he'll have to back it out. Now goes to the left side. Wide open, Jordan for 3. It's no good from Johnson. Rebound goes back to the Canes. Romo Pace has it down near side. 55-43 the score. Dogs trail it by 12. To the left they go. Callahan I beg your pardon there. That's Talbert out there for the Canes. Talbert and a whistle, and it's going to be a 5 seconds, I think.
Either way, it's a turnover, and it'll go to Cedartown. And again, another opportunity for the Dogs to capitalize on a turnover to cut this lead down.
Ronald Knight, top of the key, backs away. They're playing man coverage on Cedartown. Get it to MJ Holiday. Holiday backs away. 2 defenders on top. Go outside. Ronald Knight spins, paint, layup good.
Strong drive to the basket by Ronald, and that's his first basket of the night. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one with him. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball right here on the home of the Dogs, WGAA, the Big AA, and the NFHS Network.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
5:46 to go in the game. It's a 10-point lead for Cartersville. Dogs led early. They scored the first basket. Then Cartersville put 10 unanswered points on the board. The Dogs have tied it a couple of times, but Cartersville's been ahead for most of this game.
We were tied at the end of the first 13 all. We were tied at the end of the second 28 all. But in the third, Cartersville really opened things up and finished that period ahead by 12. And now we find ourselves down by 10, 55-45, with approaching 5:30 to play here in this fourth period.
Jaden Scott slowing it down for the Canes. Promo pace now, bounce one underneath, right to Mario Maldonado. He's like, look what I found. Jordan Johnson to MJ Holiday now. Holiday trying to get around a defender, got tripped up, backs away. Trying to get it knocked out of bounds. It will be out on Cartersville, it should be, and it will be Cedartown ball.
Looks like it's going to be last touch by Romo Pace, so Cedartown will get it back right in front of their own bench. 45-55 the score. Inbounds pass goes to Holiday.
MJ on the right side. Now goes to Maldonado. Underneath, wide open was Johnson. Now get it to Billy Darden. Got away from coverage, laid it up and in. 55-47, an 8-point game. Haynes driving. It's Callahan. He'll lob left side to Jaden Scott. Trying to lull us to sleep a little bit. Back out they go to Pace again. Pace driving. Bounce one to the right. Three-pointer try is up. Guess what? Good.
They are just so good from that, beyond the arc, that range. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And haven't they always been like that from three? It doesn't matter what year that you play them. 11-point lead again for Cartersville, and number 11 for the Dogs has it. Now to number 1, Ronald Knight. Knight will be fouled, I think, unless they called him for a travel. It will be a foul.
They're going to get Scott on the bump there. That's going to be his second. And that's going to send Ronald Knight to the free throw line for the first time. He just scored his first points of the game just a few seconds or a minute ago or so.
Dogs really, really need these free throws made.
That is Cartersville's third team foul here in this fourth period, as Ronald's first free throw was good. Cedartown yet to commit a foul.
Jordan Johnson and Xavier Holiday back out on the floor for the Bulldogs to join Mario Maldonado. Second free throw is good. Back to a 9-point game. 3 possession.
Subs coming in and out for Cartersville, and they'll inbound the ball now, and we're underway.
4.5 to play in regulation.
Got to force some turnovers.
Scott wave it off. Foul called before the shot.
They're going to get Xavier. They're going to get Xavier with a little bit of a bump as he was beat, and he tried to make a play anyways, and he committed his third foul instead, and that's going to be the first team foul for Cedartown here in this fourth period.
Foul occurred on the floor, so no shooting penalty yet. They get it inbounds, and it's stolen by Xavier Holiday. Threw it right to him. Xavier gets around a defender, off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Jordan Johnson, left side. Now Jordan drives. Lost the handle, out of bounds, off of Cartersville, I think. Yes, it's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
Should be off of number 3. Scott looks like it just went off of his foot. and it'll stay with Cedartown. They'll have to inbound it from right underneath their own goal. Jordan Johnson will handle those duties for the Dogs. No, they're going to swap out, and now it's going to be MJ Holiday.
Get it into Mario Maldonado in the left corner. Maldonado spins around. Now he'll drive, bounces one, but right there to get it, Ronald Knight. Ronald has to take it back to the outside. They try to get it to Jordan Johnson. Here's Mario Maldonado for a jumper. No good. Knight with the rebound, and he'll get fouled, I think.
And good positioning by Ronald Knight there for the rebound. He gained that position by getting himself in between the basket and the Canes defender. We've seen a few opportunities for that to happen, and he capitalized there, and it'll stay Cedartown's ball.
Caden Scott was the one who fouled him. Again, inbounds to Xavier Holiday. Floater is no good. Rebound will be taken by the Canes. Number 3, Jaden Scott. Scott trying to get around defenders. They get it across the timeline to Romo Pace. Xavier Holiday guarding him, and they'll call Xavier with a foul.
And that's going to be Xavier's fourth. So now he is in foul trouble, and he will sit, and Tony Ware will come out. The question is, yes, he's got 4, but how long do you let him sit with a trailing 58-49? I don't think you let him sit for long.
Not long. Not long at all. Here's Campbell.
Approaching 3.5 to play.
They go underneath. It's up and in. Number 5, I believe, is Romo Pace. And that'll make it 60-49. Up by 11 again are the Canes. MJ Holiday had a guy on him like glue. MJ spinning around. Jumper in the paint is good.
MJ's being double-teamed, but he's still got the hot hand, so he just beats the coverage and lays it in, and it's 51-60.
Shot was no good by the Canes. Loose ball picked up by the Bulldogs. Ronald Knight's got it. Gets defenders to pass him so he can get around him. Goes down to Tony Ware. Wide open from 3 is an air ball. Tony has got to make that.
You've got to make that in practice. But you especially have to make that when you're down by 9 with 3 minutes to play in the game.
That would have made it a 2-possession game if you made it, and that was one he should have made, and he knows it. Now we got a whistle, stoppage of play, timeout, I believe, by the Canes, and we'll take it with them. 2:59 to play in the game. It is 60-51. Cartersville on top. Back after 60 seconds.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Well, Sam, Tony Ware redeemed himself on that shot. We came back out of commercial break a little late. A 2-pointer for him makes it 60-53. Knocked loose, and here's Ware again with it, but Johnson didn't see it. It bounced off his back. Give it now to a layup. It's up and in from number 1 for the Bulldogs.
That might be the most bizarre chain of events that I've seen.
From start to finish.
Tony Ware with a steal through it to Jordan Johnson, bounced it off of his back. He lost it, turned around and got it, and then got it to Ronald Knight in a shot. And now we've got a little bit of a talking to going on between a few players. Jordan Johnson having words with Cam Callahan, and the official having to get in between them. No technicals called yet, though. They're going to let them jaw a little bit.
I think it's just words.
Warnings are being issued, though, by the official to shut it up and let's play ball. They're going to get Johnson on a foul. That's going to be his 3rd of the night. And Cartersville will get it back right in front of their own bench.
Head coach Mike Tobin is pleading his case for a technical.
Yeah, and Jordan gets pulled. Benji, very wisely, I think, is going to pull him and let him cool off just a little bit. We've got a 5-point game, and the last thing you want to do is something stupid.
Cartersville looking for an inbounds pass. They get it in. 2:12 to play. Number 3, Jaden Scott. Whistle and a stoppage of play. What do we got?
They're going to get MJ Holiday for a reach. And that's going to be just his second, but it's going to be on the floor well away from the basket. However, the problem is we're now at 14 fouls, and very quickly Jordan Johnson is back in. My guess is Benji told him, shut it up. It's not about you. Or at least that would have been my conversation with the young man. 5-point ball game, just over 2 to play.
Oh, up and in there from Romo Pacey. Immediately got the inbounds pass, and now it's back out to a 7-point lead for Cartersville. Here comes MJ Holiday. Get knocked loose, recovered though by Tony Ware. Ware's got it. Ware goes left side. It's Xavier Holiday with it now. Under 2 to play. Xavier, floater is good.
The Holiday boys are waking up.
62-57. Dogs playing press.
Cartersville's going to slow everything down. Now they'll take it off.
Callahan takes it, hoop, puts up the layup, and how did that go in? 64-57. And it goes to MJ Holiday, gets away from coverage, goes ahead to Jordan Johnson. Jordan outside, drives, puts up the shot, no good, too much on it. And we got a whistle, and we got a jump ball. Possession will stay with Cartersville.
Bryce and Xavier Holiday both came down with a hand on it, so we'll get a jump ball. It'll stay with, as you said, the Purple Hurricanes. We got a quick timeout as we get some shoes tied. It's 57-64 with about 1:24 left to play here in this fourth period.
You can imagine Bulldogs will be pressing here on this inbounds pass. And with 1:25 to play, long pass in, wide open. Gamble up and in, completely blown by the Bulldogs on that one.
Billy Darden was the closest man to him, and he was still about 6 feet off of him.
Nobody was watching Gamble, and he was wide open. Three-pointer try from MJ, short. Rebound by Ronald Knight underneath, takes it back outside. Now Ronald drives, spins, stops, puts up the shot, rolls out, no good. That might be all she wrote. Jaden Scott ahead. Long pass, jumper, good. That's going to be a 68-57 lead. Dogs got within 5, and now they're back up by 11. A whistle and a stoppage of play. We got a timeout. 55 seconds to go, and Cartersville may have just sealed the deal on this one. We'll take a timeout, 30-second break, Big Double A.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Bulldogs trail at 68-57. Cedartown will have an inbounds pass on the timeout. But things have really turned around after the Bulldogs thought they had a chance to come back. They still could come back, but it's going to be a long shot. There's a pass down the floor. It was just a bad pass over the head of everybody. And out of bounds, and the Canes will get it back with 50 seconds to play.
MJ was trying to get it to his brother Xavier down here in the corner, who was wide open, just threw it over his head. Just too much to handle is this Cartersville team here late in this game.
Looks like the Canes will sweep the Bulldogs this season. Jumper is no good. Rebound by Ronald Knight. 37 seconds to play now in the game. That pass tipped away, recovered by Cartersville, and they're going to call him for a travel, as he immediately took a few extra steps trying to set himself to shoot for a three.
Well, he got a little excited there in front of the student section that has come alive after the confrontation between Johnson and Callahan. And
well, you know, and confrontations like that are never good for the team that's behind. If the team
and the visiting team. And if you're both, it's really not good.
MJ Holiday, he'll get fouled as he tried to pass underneath. Shooting foul. That'll be team foul number 5 in the fourth period. 30 seconds to go. MJ Holiday gets it with 28 seconds. Holiday goes to Johnson. Now to Xavier Holiday on the right. 20 seconds to go. Now a long three-pointer up and no good. Rebound goes to the Canes. They go ahead, number 1, Cam Callahan. He'll take it and try to do a one-hand jam. Dogs get the rebound. MJ Holiday with 10 seconds. He'll stop. He'll put up a three, and it's no good. Rebound will be taken by the Canes. They go down the court. Is he going to try one? He will finally get that one to dunk. And it's 70-57, and Cedartown Fans are just in disgust on that one. And Coach Frazier says gets his guys off the floor to avoid any other further confrontation after that. Final score, Cartersville 70, Cedartown 57. We'll come back and wrap this thing up here in a couple of moments. Cedartown basketball is here on the Big Double A, Facebook Live, YouTube, and the NFHS Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been locally owned and operated since 1924. Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Well, tough way for that one to end for the Cedartown Bulldogs, 70-57. We had a tie ball game at the end of the first, a tie game at the end of the first half. And in the third quarter was when things started to kind of turn toward Cartersville, and then the little confrontation in the middle of the floor really kind of fired up Cartersville and the student section, but most notably the entire Cartersville team just kind of got an extra step, and they took advantage and pulled out the win, 70-57 over the Cedartown Bulldogs, who just kind of fell flat in the fourth period.
Yes, they did. They just could not continue, the momentum that they had created there in the first half. MJ Holiday had 20 points in the first half. Second half, Cartersville was able to hold him to 8. But
still, that is his best. That's his best game of this year.
Yeah, 28 points on the night. Cedartown as a team, though, would only score 9 points there in that third quarter that you talked about, and then they would score 17 in the fourth. So they kind of got some of that life back in the fourth. But by that time, they already were down by 12 and just could not climb out of that hole. And as you said, or we talked about during halftime, free throws really I don't know what to say on the free throw side, because first half we did not do well. Second half we did do well. You have to be consistent with those. You have to be able to make the free throws all throughout the game. You have to capitalize on opportunities when you force a turnover or you force the other team to take a bad shot, and we weren't able to do that. This Cartersville team is a tough team. They will improve to 7-4, and I believe the Dogs will drop to 4-7 overall. We've got 5-5 here. Max Preps had it at a different, but so according to ours, we'll drop to 5-6 overall. 2-2 in region play. That's the good news. We're going to stay neutral there, and region play will pick back up, I guess, next week. But this was a good tune-up right before we really get into that region schedule against a tough team like Cartersville. some positives that you can take away from this game, some negatives that you can take away from this game, some things that you can talk about, work on in practice. But really, it's just back to the fundamentals. It's back to basics. We rebounded the ball well this game, I feel like. We stayed out of foul trouble, but we just could not hit from the free throw line. And those are three fundamental parts of the game that you have to be able to click on to be able to beat a team like Cartersville.
You're right. And, it seems like the same old story we talk about. And the Bulldogs have got to figure out, some of those fundamental things that we talk about. They also need to work on keeping their emotions in check. And I think that was a big part of the fourth period where the Bulldogs got within 5 points. But then, emotions got the best of us, and then Cartersville turned it around and ended up winning it 70-57. So a 13-point win for them.
And you hit on part of that. Number one, when you're the team that's behind, you cannot let your emotions get the better of you. When you are on the road and you're the visiting team, you cannot let your emotions get the better of you. You especially cannot do it if you're the team behind and you're the visiting team. Because at that point, what Jordan Johnson did is he put a gigantic bullseye right on his chest for not only Cartersville players, but for the crowd. And they took advantage of that in a hostile environment here. But those are things that you can work on. Those are things that you almost expect a young team and high school kids to kind of have trouble with. College kids have trouble with that. Professional athletes have trouble with that. But it's some things that Coach Frazier can talk to them about during practice this week and really start to get ready to gear up for that region schedule that's coming. And it's going to be brutal, and it's going to be one that they're going to have to be on top of their game every single time they get on the court.
Well, and we will have our game next week, Tuesday. We're back home against Ridgeland, and then we hit the road again. So it seems like we've been away from home for a while, so it'll be good to be back at the Doghouse next week. Until then, your final score, the Dogs lose both of their games this week. No girls game today. Cartersville girls had to cancel their game because of, we believe, we don't want to speculate, but they just had to cancel due to not enough personnel to play the game. So that game probably will not be made up. So no girls game today. They did play a JV game right before ours, the JV boys, and the girls did play earlier in the week and lost to Northwest Whitfield. And the Bulldogs boys team also lost Northwest Whitfield as well earlier in the week. So we'll be with you again next Tuesday when the Bulldogs play. Remember, you can hear them here on the Big Double A. For my partner Sam Branch, for Joseph Bailey on the camera, I'm Andrew Carter. Your final score, Cartersville 70 and Cedartown 57. Have a great weekend, folks.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big Double A.